Hey everybody, IcyCat here with another new operator profile, this time for Season 1 DLC operator Buck. His unique combat mechanics will give you the edge in any gunfight you come up against. Let's find out more next. Buck is a member of the Canadian JTF-2 counterterrorism unit. His first primary weapon choice will be the C8 SFW. This is good for medium to medium long engagements, and the underbarrel shotgun can help you out in any CQC scenario. His alternate primary is going to be the Kamer's marksman rifle. Although single shot, it excels at long range, and the underbarrel shotgun still gives you the ability to respond to close-up threats. The new operators only get one pistol, and that's the MK1. This is essentially the Browning high power in 9mm. Secondary gadgets include a choice between stun grenades and breaching charges. Both are really good options. It's hard to recommend any preferred loadout for Buck because all of his options are really good. Now that they've doubled the area of effect of flashbangs, that's a really good choice to take as well, but I think I'm going to put a slight edge towards breaching charges to give Buck the maximum amount of options to engage in a firefight. No matter which configuration you choose, both of his primary weapons will enable you to have the M26 underbarrel shotgun attachment. And this thing is great. Initially, I was hoping that this shotgun would allow you to be a true breaching shotgun, taking out wooden barricades in one hit, but unfortunately, it works just like any other shotgun in the game. You still take 3 shots to take out a wooden barricade. And while initially I was a little underwhelmed at that, I've really come to appreciate how effective it is to be able to switch between long and short range depending on what situation you find yourself in. It can really turn any gunfight around. If you were engaging at a range that you weren't prepared for, this gives you the option to respond either way no matter what kind of a situation you find yourself in. One tactic, if you're fast enough, is to use the breaching shotgun to put a hole in a wall, then throw a stun grenade through the hole you just made, and then switch back to your primary weapon and engage your blinded targets through the hole you just created. Using that shotgun, you can make a lot of murder holes in walls. Previously, you would have needed to rely on somebody else on your team taking a shotgun. Not many of the attacking operators can choose one, and those that could usually took something other than the shotgun loadout. So as an attacker, creating murder holes was something that you usually didn't have a whole lot of option for, but Buck can make his own. And switching from the shotgun to the longer range after you've made the murder hole really gives you that ability to engage down those sections you've just opened up. Don't forget you can also make those same holes for the rest of your team. Another thing to remember is that like any shotgun in the game, this can be used to breach trapdoors. It takes anywhere from 1 to 3 blasts of the shotgun depending on your proximity and angle of fire to get through it. This will save breaching charges and allow you to open up more holes in the floor. Even if you don't drop down through them, it's good to give the defenders something to worry about as they have to watch yet another open area. The underbarreled shotgun is really accurate when shot from the hip, and has quite a high rate of fire. If you're facing off against one opponent, you'll be alright, but if you encounter 2 or more, the 5 rounds in the magazine could leave you short at the wrong moment, so make sure to switch to your other weapon fast if you need to. When switching between modes of fire, you'll have a momentary delay in your animation stance. This is similar to what you find with Glaz when you have to switch to the scope. He grabs it and swings it into position, leaving you vulnerable for about 2 seconds. You'll experience the same thing here. Buck will actually change the way he holds the weapon and move in a more forward position. During that time, you've got about 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds of vulnerability. It's not a big deal, but just make sure you take it into consideration. Another thing to take note of is after the patch, iron sights are left in the visible scope view, so you'll still see your front post when you look through most of your sights. Both of the weapons handle really well and are accurate, but putting on a flash hider or a recoil compensator will help make things even more controllable. Silencers are good too, and they're less of a handicap than they were before since they also reduce the bullet visibility trail with the latest patch. The Kamer's is built on the FN FAL profile, and when comparing it to the other marksman rifle in the game, it really stands out. Twitch's 417 is a little hard to use. It's clunky, it has heavy recoil, it's smoothed out a bit since the last patch, but it's still not ideal, especially with its low magazine capacity of 11 rounds. The Kamer's fires faster, has less recoil, tends to be more accurate, and holds 21 rounds to boot, making it an ideal marksman rifle. Notably absent is any kind of a Canadian recruit option. Initially, this might not seem like a big deal. The benefit to having a recruit is that you can choose any of the weapons in a CTU. And with only having one operator for the attackers and another one for the defenders, you'll always have access to both weapons on either side. The drawback, however, comes in the race to pick the new operator. Just in this first week, when the season pass holders are the only ones that have access to it, I still find myself getting locked out of picking the new operator more times than I'd like. And I can only imagine how much worse this will be next week when anybody can choose them after they've been unlocked. Having a Canadian recruit would alleviate this in part. And while you wouldn't be able to use the underbarrel shotgun, as that's Buck's special ability, having a base version of both the C8 and the Kamer's would have given people an option to still play with those weapons even if they couldn't have picked the recruit in time. Well, that wraps up our first look at the new operator Buck. Soon we'll have up a profile for Frost, as well as a walkthrough for the yacht map. Starting next week, non-season pass holders will be able to unlock these operators for either 25,000 renown or 600 rainbow credits. Now, if you don't have enough credits saved up, we've got a giveaway just for you. Right now, I'm giving away Rainbow Six Bronze credit packs, and these will allow you to unlock the new operators, or you can apply them toward a new skin. All you have to do to enter is either like or follow me on Facebook or Twitter, then send me a private message with your Uplay ID. Not your username, not your email, your Uplay ID. That's how the credits will be added to your Uplay account. 4 winners will be chosen from this video, and I'll do 4 winners in every subsequent video until supplies run out. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to make sure that you stay up to date on all the latest Rainbow Six Siege news, tips, tactics, and information. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.